Hello, my name is Brad. This is my video blog for IEOR 190. So this is one of the last video blogs I'm going to make. It's about what I learned from this class, what I took out of it, and what I found was extremely valuable. So I kind of broke my blog or my video down into three main parts. First, kind of what I learned. Second, how it can help me moving forward. And third, any recommendations I have for the class. So first, in terms of what I learned a tremendous amount. I would say even if you're not interested in patents or IP, or at least you don't think you are, for sure take this class and try it out, because you never know. And patents, I found, are so extremely useful in pretty much any industry, because they truly are what protects great inventions. And if you don't know how to use patents to your advantage, it can be really detrimental. So one thing I learned is that patents are one of the most important parts of any intellectual or one of the most important parts of any invention. So once you have an invention, it's extremely important that you get a patent to actually back that up. A patent is obviously a form of intellectual property. They have to be useful, non-obviousness, have some utility, and they have to be novel. One other thing that we looked at is how patents have been used to a disadvantage, and this is really evidenced by NPEs, or patent trolls. So these are kind of entities that buy up a bunch of patents and then sue other companies to try to reap some sort of reward from that. So we also talked briefly about the other types of IP, like trade secrets, copyrights, and trademarks. Trademarks being more for like a logo or a brand, and a copyright being more for the expression of an idea. But we also looked kind of at a patent as a whole: the claims, the abstract, the diagrams, when it was actually filed. And one really interesting thing I took away too also was the AIA law. So this kind of drastically changed the patent industry, and it made it from a first to invent to a first to file. So it doesn't matter when you invented your invention, if you did it first or if you did it last. As long as you filed first, you're going to get the patent if it is patentable. So I thought that was a really interesting takeaway from that first part. But I think the other really big thing that I took away is, like you said in class, for thousands of years it's been a teacher to student kind of model, a boss to employee model of teaching other people how to do things. And we're in this new age, and I think it's largely brought about from the internet and mobile phones and all that, but where we have access to information and resources extremely quickly, oftentimes a lot quicker than any of our superiors, say a teacher or anything like that. And it's up to us to use that to our benefit. And I think one way we can do this is through a collaborative environment, and that's something you tried to promote throughout class, and I think it was extremely beneficial, because it allows us to build ideas off of one another, and it allows us to A, kind of challenge our own ideas, and B, open our mind to other ideas. So I just thought that was extremely useful, and a lot of the things that I mentioned earlier, the AIA law and all that, I actually found out from other blogs initially, and then I added them to mine. So I just think that's kind of an example of how I open my mind to other ideas. How it will help me moving forward, it doesn't matter what I do. If I end up building my own startup or I'm in another company, being able to have a solid knowledge in patents is crucial. I found some data that for instance, in the utility patents realm, they have been drastically increasing over the past 6 years or so. So clearly, they're becoming a crucial part of any company, and if you can really know that, that's extremely important. So my recommendation for this class, I would most definitely take it. Even if you don't think you're interested in intellectual property, it is an amazing class. You will learn so much about intellectual property, how it can be used as a competitive advantage in a business, how different companies use them against each other, what a patent looks like, how to actually make a patent, the abstract of a patent, which kind of talks about the patent as a whole, the claims, the diagrams, everything, what actually makes an invention patentable, and all these things. So I just think it's an extremely valuable class, and I would highly recommend it to anybody who wants to take it. So thank you for watching, and go Bears.